We are a team of social media specialists creating strategy, content, and results for small and medium enterprises across Simcoe County and beyond.
Here in Barrie, I see lots of people on the streets asking for money, asking where do we go now? And nobody has an answer.
Housing is a right! Housing for all! Housing is a right!
I'm 23 years old. I'm from Barrie, Ontario. Currently I'm living at the Busby shelter. We're facing a risk of being closed right now. Me and all these other people, very kind people, are about to go out and show our support to housing and trying to get affordable housing in the community to raise awareness and raise some support in the community. I ended up in this situation. I ended up getting out of an institution. Busby has given me a bed and given me the opportunity to be able to lay my head somewhere warm for a night and not lay somewhere cold on the street. In 2 weeks, I don't know where I'm going to be. 2 weeks is going to be a hard time for a lot of people because me and over 100 people don't know where we're going to go. We don't know what we're going to do. Me and a couple of guys have actually talked about going to buy a tent to go stay in a tent because we're stuck. We don't know how this is going to play out. We need help. We need the support of the community. We need the support of everybody to be able to get housing right now because our housing is unbelievably high right now and so impossible to get for so many people.
And we're just here to say enough's enough. We need more housing, and until we have that housing, we need solutions like temporary shelters until we can get people into houses, because to say that we can put people into tents instead of houses is not okay with us. So we want roofs, not tents. We want housing for all. And it's time to, really start to look at this as investment in people's lives, because people matter and they shouldn't be the collateral damage of our broken systems.
Well, many people end up homeless for many different situations. Me personally, it was due to a relationship ending. Me and my ex-fiance broke up and I let her keep the apartment, and due to the housing prices in Barrie at the moment, I haven't really been able to find anything since. It's a little ridiculous. The market's extremely expanded. Continuing mental health support is important because we can get a lot of people in an apartment. Doesn't mean that we can keep them in an apartment depending on their situation. We only have so much support available in the community.
I've been homeless for a while actually. The situation put me here was, again, I was living downtown. I had a place. Last time I had a place was about 4 years ago. I ended up in jail for 3.5 months, and then when I got out, I lost my place. Since then, I've been sleeping all over the place, everywhere actually, I guess. I used to sleep in banks, but they've closed all the banks now. I used to go to the beach, but now they got security guards down there. No matter what I used to do, there's now no option, so pretty much try to heal, but that's the part I'm worried about, because basically while I was here not that long ago, I ended up with an infection in my foot, and I didn't know it. I thought it was a sprained ankle. I let it sit way too long, and it turned into a flesh-eating disease. If this place closes, I really don't know what I'm going to do, how I'm going to be able to keep my foot from getting infected, how I'm even going to get the bandages changed. I don't know. That's probably my biggest worry right now.
I know the press release came out yesterday, and we're very fortunate that Simcoe County has agreed to extend the funding for the Travelodge. Unfortunately, 2 weeks is great, but definitely, we need long term. Right now, we're just trying to bring awareness to what's happening.
Instead of investing in police, frankly, investing in systems that are just putting people down, we need to invest in building people up through housing, through employment, through healthcare, and through community. And that's really what we need to be prioritizing, whether it's in the upcoming municipal elections, whether it's in provincial and federal elections, or just coming out on the street like this and writing letters and making ourselves heard. We have to be noisy because, as we've heard from Councillor McCann, and I'm not afraid to say it, he's been rather loud. We need to be just as loud back to make sure that it's clear that everyone is welcome here in this city.
It's extremely dangerous for for marginalized women to experience a period of homelessness in their life. There's added threats to women and gender diverse individuals specifically, such as sexual violence, physical violence. That's an added level of danger associated to their experience of homelessness as opposed to the general population.
We are facing a crushing housing and homelessness crisis in Barrie. Hundreds of our neighbors are denied their basic human right to housing. It's a basic human need, a basic human right, and it's not available to people, and that's unacceptable. So we're calling on all levels of government, the county, the city, the provincial government, the federal government, to step up to the plate, fund housing in the long term, and in the short term, extend the funding for the hotel model of emergency shelter so that nearly 100 people aren't just let out onto the streets with nowhere to go.
I just think that, really, housing is a human right, and there's no reason that we need to be making exorbitant profits off of it. I mean, we've seen people coming into Barrie buying up large sums of housing and just making a huge profit off of it when it's something that people need to live. And that's not the kind of city or world I want to live in. And I would hope that a lot of other people would feel the same. And clearly from the crowd here today, others feel that way too.
I guess I would say maybe just people look at homeless people like they're a problem, but it's only a problem because they don't have a place to go. So I mean, there's a few people, I guess, that look past that. I guess maybe just keep your eyes open, maybe keep your mind open. Realize the problem isn't us. The problem is that we have nowhere to go.